On the first day of class, the students noticed it immediately. An empty wooden chair sat in the front row, slightly angled toward the teacher's desk. It wasn't broken. It wasn't extra. It was clean, polished, and deliberately placed. Still, no one sat in it. Whispers traveled the room. Is someone late? Maybe it's for a guest. Did someone die? The teacher, Mrs. Calder, said nothing about it. She began the lesson as if the chair didn't exist. Days passed, then weeks. The chair remained empty. Eventually, a student asked, "Why don't we use that chair?" Mrs. Calder paused, looking at it the way one looks at an old photograph, soft, careful, full of memory. "That chair," she said, "belongs to someone very important." The class leaned forward. "It belongs to the person you're becoming." The room went quiet, unsure how to react. "Every one of you," she continued, "is being watched. Not by me, by your future self, the version of you who will live with the choices you make here." She tapped the chair lightly. "This is where they sit." From then on, whenever a student complained about an assignment, Mrs. Calder would glance at the chair. When someone said, "This is too hard," she'd ask gently, "Is that what you want them to hear?" When a student cheated and was caught, she didn't raise her voice. She just turned the chair slightly toward them. What would they think of this? Some students rolled their eyes. Others shifted uncomfortably. A few avoided looking at it altogether. But slowly, it worked its way into their thinking. One student, Daniel, struggled the most. He sat in the back, head down, convinced school was just something to survive. His family needed him working, not dreaming. Every time Mrs. Calder talked about the chair, he felt irritated. That future person isn't real, he thought. This is. One afternoon, Daniel failed an important exam. He stared at the red marks until the paper blurred. After class, Mrs. Calder didn't scold him. She simply pulled the empty chair closer. "Sit," she said. He hesitated, then sat in the empty chair for the first time. "How does it feel?" she asked. Daniel shrugged. "Stupid." She nodded. "That's normal. Most people avoid it their whole lives." She leaned against her desk. "Now imagine this is 10 years from now. You're looking back at today. What do you wish you'd done?" The question hit harder than he expected. He didn't answer. But that night, he opened his notebook again. Not because he suddenly loved school. Not because things got easier. But because for the first time, quitting felt like disappointing someone he hadn't met yet. Years passed. Students graduated. New classes came in. The chair stayed. On Mrs. Calder's last day before retirement, the room filled with former students. Adults now. Parents. Professionals. People with tired eyes and strong hands. Someone asked, "Did the chair really help?" Mrs. Calder smiled. "You tell me." One by one, they shared stories. Moments they almost gave up. Choices they almost didn't make. Times they imagined that chair and stood up instead of sitting down. After the room emptied, the chair remained, still waiting,